Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, December 6th. You'll be interested to know today is St. Nicholas Day. St. Nicholas Day, of course, carries some connection to Christmas and Santa Claus, but there is much more than that. Although St. Nicholas partially inspired the Christmas and Santa Claus that we all know and love, it actually derives from a different kind of tale. More on that at the end of the show. Only 19 more days until Christmas, folks. Now let's check out the weather in the North County area. This morning, it's partly cloudy and 53 degrees with 66% humidity. Tonight, the sun will set at 4:42 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:37 a.m. It looks like we're in for a day of mostly sun, with a high near 65. Light and variable wind becoming west, 5 to 10 mile per hour in the afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 54. Calm wind becoming southeast around 5 mile per hour. Now let's check out the surf report. Wednesday morning will start with lingering northwest swell mix for most areas. The new long period swell fills in through the day and shows the most size late. We'll also have just a touch more south swell in the mix for best summer and combo exposures. San Diego winter magnets on the rise through the afternoon. Decent breaks push chest to shoulder high before dark and good winter exposures are head high to slightly overhead. Congo beach breaks could have just enough mix for a few open corners. North County is looking pumped up with 8 to 10 foot and clean in the morning. Thursday will taper off, but still bigger than normal at 5 foot plus. It's looking choppy midday on Friday and Saturday. Get out there and get some, my people. The first high tide today will be 5 feet, just before 5 a.m. with a 2-foot low tide at 11 a.m. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 63 degrees for the water temperature. In the national weather, a fast-moving Clipper system tracking eastward, heavy precipitation continues for the northwest. The system will track across the Ohio Valley, central Appalachians, and mid-Atlantic regions today. Rain and some accumulating snow across the higher elevations of the central Appalachians can be expected. The Pacific Northwest and Northern Rockies continue with heavy precipitation and flooding with strong wind that will make traveling difficult. And now, a greeting from our sponsor. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real, south, just north of Encinitas Boulevard. This cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. Don't forget to tell them Sunny sent you. In top news, Tesla's decision to open its supercharger network to other automakers comes as a response to the Biden administration's $7.5 billion investment in EV charging grants. This allows Tesla to access grant money and expand its supercharger network. The move provides Tesla with a new customer base, potentially generating an additional $20 billion by 2030. Moreover, Tesla gains valuable data on EV charging habits, offering insights for network improvement. While Tesla claims user data is anonymized, there's potential for revenue by selling such information in the future. So keep an eye on that. Now let's talk stars. This month, skywatchers can enjoy several celestial events. Mercury will be at its farthest from the sun, visible in the western sky after sunset. The Geminids meteor shower is predicted to peak on December 13th and 14th, offering up to 120 shooting stars per hour. Sang. The winter solstice on December 21st marks the shortest day in the Northern Hemisphere. Additionally, the Ursids meteor shower is expected to peak on December 22nd and 23rd, while the full cold moon will illuminate the sky on December 26th. So much to see. Switching gears to the stock market. To start, Bitcoin is pumping again today, up 16% this week to $43,800. And in a more broad look at the market from the Wall Street Journal, in 2023, the stock market has been influenced more by perception than reality, with a focus on interest rate uncertainties. Despite economic strengths, stock performance has been impacted by macroeconomic concerns. The advice for 2024 includes avoiding common market traps. First, if you don't want to be speculative, then don't overly focus on Fed actions, as sectors hit by fears, like banks, might present long-term investment opportunities. Second, don't fall for celebrity stock hype. Overlooked offerings like small-cap stocks in the Russell 2000 index could offer better opportunities. Third, avoid anchoring to current market trends. Historical context is crucial. And lastly, embrace volatility and don't bet against America's resilience. Sounds like wise words, but as always, that is not investment advice from me to you. Always exercise caution with your money. Moving on to sports. In the NBA tournament, the Lakers playing at home beat the Suns 106-103. And the Bucks at home beat the Knicks 146-122. Tonight, in a non-tournament game, the Clippers are at home against the Nuggy Nugs. In national hockey, the Kings on the road against the Blue Jackets won in OT 4-3. And the Ducks, also on the road, lost to the Avalanche 3-2. Moving on to more of a local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national studio in your area to bring you some free classes. So listen up. Check out Club Pilates with several locations in North and South San Diego County. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Integrating mindful movements, it positively influences overall vitality. Scientific research affirms its benefits, connecting Pilates to enhanced core strength, improved flexibility, and better posture. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. They have locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Be sure to tell them that Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to our show. In local news, the inaugural Health and Wellness Expo, hosted by the Encinitas Chamber of Commerce, is scheduled for February 10th at the Encinitas Community and Senior Center. The free public event will showcase over 40 exhibitors focusing on nutrition, medical services, naturopathic medicine, spas, and more. Attendees can participate in health and wellness workshops, and exhibitor sponsorship opportunities are available. Early bird pricing concludes on December 15th. The expo runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on February 10th at 1140 Oakcrest Park Drive in Encinitas. We'll be sure to check that out. And in entertainment news, Julia Louis-Dreyfus receives the Apple Podcast Show of the Year award for her podcast series, Wiser Than Me. The interview podcast, featuring a 10-episode first season, achieved notable success. It held the #1 position on the U.S. charts for 29 days, ranked #5 on Apple's top new shows for 2023, and secured a spot among the top 10 most followed and most shared shows of 2023 in the U.S. Season 2 is set to premiere in spring 2024. We love you, Elaine. Let's get the Sunny Mornings podcast on that list, huh? We can do it. Well, alrighty, folks. It's time for the thought of the day, or should I say, fun fact of the day. Back to St. Nicholas. He was born in the 3rd century in Patara, now known as Turkey, and dedicated his life to Christianity and helping the needy. He used his inheritance to assist the poor and became Bishop of Myra. Known for generosity, love for children, and concern for sailors, he suffered persecution under Emperor Diocletian. Celebrated today, Saint Nicholas is venerated across religions, with his relics in Bari, Italy, a major pilgrimage site. His compassionate life makes him a model for generosity and the holiday season. That's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends. Whether you're heading to work, an event, or just enjoying the day, stay safe and enjoy yourself to the fullest. We'll be back tomorrow with another Sunny Mornings podcast. Thanks for tuning in.